and start your relaxation processes. Whatever you do to get yourself comfortable and in the zone, in this case, more than likely a still body and quiet the mind, but I don't think that everyone can turn themselves into a statue at will. So allow yourself to not be perfectly comfortable, but on the way, knowing that you're on the way to more relaxation, more comfort, whatever that means to you for the rest of the session. And if you would like to delegate to a part of yourself to keep relaxing while your conscious mind pays attention to other things, you're welcome to do that too. The drawing for this week's message from In Between, I jokingly say, is hyper masculine of me. Because there is Lance's skull, there is a snake coiled in it, and there are 3 roses just to give a shout out to beauty and old school tattoos. I think, don't hold me to this, that I'm really enjoying this being spooky season, so a bit of a spooky image as well. But I think it's just speaking to more options. Not everybody is comfortable with the same thing. Not everybody is soothed by the same thing. And oddly enough, I find this image soothing. I don't feel like it's attacking. It's not foreboding of death. In true, beyond yogi, agori, to drinking out of a human skull, just to remind yourself that this is temporary and impermanent. Maybe we don't need such a drastic symbolic action. But even in the yoga scriptures, boy, that sounds weird. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali talk about the fear of death being one of the biggest hurdles and important ones to come to terms with. We are not trying to be comfortable with death in one session, but just remind ourselves that death is part of the cycle, that the trees look dead as they go dormant. Annuals, I believe that's the right type of flower, or perennial. I get them mixed up, but the ones that only grow for a season are gone. And even the ones that come back every year have made their appearance and went back to sleep for a little while. And so with this image, I'm hoping to invite us all into a more relaxed interaction with the existence cycle that includes birth, life, and death, and whatever comes after. Maybe I should pretend to be really cool and extra masculine and say it's a black mamba, one of the most deadly snakes, but I didn't feel the need to make it a cobra or anything overtly venomous. Just this image of a snake is jarring enough. We have it built into our genes, our genetics, that something that looks like a snake or acts like a snake should be treated with respect and a bit of distance. And just oddly, in the moment, it reminds me that Kundalini, the energy, and that sacred energy in the spine, is likened to a snake that rises. And I think that that bit of fear and respect, not overt fear, but the respectful handling of the situation is the metaphor, one of the metaphors that working with Kundalini energy and imagery has to offer. Life and death are the biggest magics that we know of, are they not? But before I wax on poetical about what's symbolic and what's symbolic and what isn't, the drawing was definitely a guilty pleasure, and I hope to find multiple uses for it. And if not, that's perfectly okay. And all that brings us to the title of messages from in between for this week, titled Energetic Boundaries. What coats the outer edges of your sense of self? Some oracally raw dog it, some make use of a candy coating, some are bubble fans, the others are spinning saw blades, stone walls, and the like. Different shields for different reasons. Before putting in the moat, calibrate what kind of and how long you'll need the extra protection. You generally don't need steel reinforced walls to survive a trip to do something mundane. Sometimes you do, though. Next, let's tune in with feeling our edges so we know where they are. How much of your room do you fill up right now? How close would someone have to be standing before you feel them? What would you confidently say is your personal space? Hold that as a feeling in your mind. Then either apply a shield coating to it like a clear diamond glaze that hardens, or make it tuned to your specific needs as you pour, construct, grow, blow, burn, and fill. Cover it on all sides. From a wall of thorns to a liquid metal, set the appropriate shield for your needs. Bonus points for imagining how it looks, feels, smells, and sounds. Did you just taste your shield? It's another customization available. Who's gonna judge? It may be just the thing. Set an internal timer for the shield to switch off and notice how your day goes. This week's 3-card draw is the 4 of Cups, Page of Swords, and 5 of Cups, inviting us to consider another emotion tsunami / exaggeration of the title Push and Pull is on its way. What is right in front of you? And good luck sulking it out of the system. This episode of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra will be touching on themes of raw, candy, bubble, and blade. Messages from in between are a part of live sessions of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra. Full recordings available for purchase as echo sessions. You can get them at santashdavid.com, santashdavid333 across most social media. Live sessions Sunday nights, echo sessions available Mondays.
Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Do you love delving into the mysteries of the paranormal, or how we respond to media that pushes us to the limit of our understanding? Do you love to dive headfirst into the exploration of the human psyche with meditations or channeled messages from beyond? Join our podcast network, Another Realm Media, and explore the unknown with us. From ghosts to aliens, cryptids to conspiracy theories, horror to sci-fi, we've got it all. Don't miss out on the excitement. Join us today and unlock the secrets of the universe. Email us at contact@anotherrealmmedia.com. Introducing the podcast that delves deep into the mysteries of the unexplained, The Convergence Enigma with Josh and Stefan. Join us as we explore the bizarre and unexplainable events that leave people questioning what they've seen and experienced. From alien abductions to paranormal encounters, our show uncovers the stories behind the strange phenomena that has affected individuals across the world. But we don't just stop at the surface level. We dive into how these experiences affect those who have encountered them, their beliefs, and their overall perception of reality. With captivating interviews, expert insights, and thought-provoking discussions, The Convergence Enigma is the perfect podcast for anyone fascinated by the unknown. Subscribe now and be prepared to have your mind blown. We all have questions. We seek understanding of life and why we are here. Welcome to Etheric Transmissions, a channeled podcast where we will attempt to understand life and its many iterations.